This is actually the forest of the Fae and not of the dragon. Whenever I came here, I felt a connection with the fifth gate, but it was not draconic. The spirits that live here inside of this forest are the Fae, fairies, and I actually believe in fairies very much because they are also residents of the fifth gate, but not inside of the dragon's gate, of course. They live in a totally different kind of site in this, but they are also very much forest spirits that want to protect this forest, but also protect the gates that they have inside of this. That is why when I came to this forest, came to move out years ago to the forest, I felt unwelcome in the beginning because these fairies, I was like infiltrating inside of this forest with a high energy that is also coming from the fifth gate. I was also my energy felt also like a fifth gate, and fairies and things like this are very protective beings, very protective spirits. Sometimes I even go to a fairy hunt, to spot energies from these creatures, these beings. I know how they look like. And they are actually, to some they are friendly, to some they are not. That depends, of course, how they feel about you. The fairies or fae, a lot of there are a lot of legends here, a lot of places that it is being called Legend de Fée here, and I was very interested in this, and so I came to actually some kind of a fairy hunt that I was going to do in the beginning when I came to live here. And indeed, a lot of at night when I was this path, I was going on this path, I lost my way. I didn't know where to go, and I came to find a lot of spirits at night, spirits of the forest, and these spirits are indeed like the fae, like the fairy. But it's not Tinkerbell that you are going to see. It's actually not really human. No, it's more like animalistic, small animalistic, making lights, just like these lost lights that you can sometimes see inside of a forest. Well, this sometimes comes from them. Also, when I came inside of this forest, it felt that I was not welcome, and I was indeed opening up gates for the dragon. But it was like it's already a forest filled with gates, but filled with gates that is made by nature for the Fae. And I was actually doing something that they didn't seem to like. There was a video, early videos that someone was like throwing stones at me, but there was no one inside. There was no one around me. No one. You can still see this. It's in my early videos, and there was also a whistle. It's just like and there was no one near me, and you can see the entire region. There was no one entirely in this place. So that was actually a bit spooky. I was spooked, and I knew already about the fairies or the fays, and it was time to make a fairy hunt. And that moment, actually, in the corner of your eye, you can sometimes see them. But they were actually stopping me because I was opening up gates for the dragon. And fairy and dragons normally can go with each other, but I came inside of their home, their forests. Of course, the dragon is also a forest spirit, but it's different. They have different kind of ways. Fays and dragons, and so like I said, it was not a dragon forest. There are also dragon forests in this world. There are dragon forests, and the first one that I actually came across was in England at my vacation, and I was inside of a forest, and that felt very much draconic. I was so home. I mean, I was tired once I entered this forest, but later on I was immediately waking up because I entered the forest of the dragon, and that was very beautiful. There felt so much draconic, so many gates that I was connecting to. But here it's different. When you came to this forest, when you come to my forest here, of course you might feel the dragon very much now, but in the beginning it was not the case. In the beginning it was totally the fairies. And the fairies, they leave me alone now. and they don't seem to bother me anymore. Like, they don't throw stones at me anymore, they don't whistle anymore, but I can still see them in the corner of my eye. Some people declare me insane for saying something like this, but there are indeed beings like fairies. It's just not like Tinkerbell. Don't think about Tinkerbell when you see a fae. They are very territorial beings, territorial spirits, and the dragons are different spirits, different kind of spirits, different kind of gates, different kind of and I love fairies. They are so protective of forests, and they are one with the earth, one with nature, and I love it. One with the elements, especially the earth, and I love it that they want to protect it. But yeah, it's also not like Dobby the house elf. It's not like this. They are not like that. It's much more realistic that they are. Have you to be careful with them? Yeah, actually yes, because once I was losing my path and losing my way, they didn't seem to like it at all. Then it's like, yeah, they are not going to hurt you, but they will frighten you. And I was afraid to find my way home. I was actually afraid that I was going to freeze to death, and they make it even worse. But it was another legend that also lives here, like some kind of a Wendigo, but that was a friendly spirit, not a Wendigo itself, but a friendly spirit with the skull of a deer and walking on 4 legs. That is also a legend here, and I claim to see it that night. And it seemed to have also connection with the fairies and the fays. Legend de fées, the promenade de fées, that's how they call it here. So yeah, a lot of names has been named. A lot of places have been named by the locals. That it's being called the place of the fairies, or the walk of the fairies, or things like this. Yeah, but like I said, I do sometimes a fairy hunt, and sometimes I see them. And it's actually very much sad that I don't see them in front of my camera. I would love to show you them. I would love to show it. Maybe you have to see it in the corner of your eye, that you might see or detect them, their energies. They are forest spirits. They are spirits. These spirits. So they are not in. It's not like they can come in front of you. Just the same as the dragon. They are spirits. Spirits of the forest. Spirits of nature. Spirits of the trees. So they are one with it, and they can embody themselves, of course, but. They can manifest themselves even, just like the dragon. But like I said, it's still a spirit. It's a forest spirit. And they now seem to know that I don't have any bad intentions once I come inside of this forest. I want to protect this forest just the same as they do. And I want to show them that the dragons just have the same intention, to love and be one with nature. So there are a lot of things that happen inside of this forest, like here, for example, like deforestations, and also hunters and things like this, that they need to punish and let them, of course, let them be chased away, just like I was once I lost my way. They are not the greatest fans of humans, just like the dragons, of course, but that is simply because of their destructive behavior. So fairies, if you can see them, if you can detect them, that would be very interesting, of course. With your draconic energy that you have, you already have this sensitivity towards spirits. And maybe if you walk inside of a forest like this, maybe you will see one. Because here you can really do a fairy hunt, or a fae hunt, or how you want to call